we are Club Nirvana, and we're looking forward to a lot of good things, and I'm sure everyone listening feels the same as well. So hello to everyone. Yeah, so as Dharma said, I'll give a brief introduction about Club Nirvana. So Club Nirvana is an NFT project on the Solana blockchain that aims to kind of educate and empower the NFT space through the various utilities and kind of tools that we're going to build. And what we're focusing on is those things right now. And that's why I love the Cobras as well, man, because I think that's a vision we both share about educating people and empowering people in the space. And yeah, so our supply is going to be.
Well, let's get into the supply in a second, man. I want to kind of talk about that whole empowering the people thing. I did engage with your community just a little bit, and from what I've seen, it honestly it was such a pleasure, man. It was such a pleasure to see that, because we at Cobras care about education. It seems like the community within Club Nirvana seems to care about, like, for lack of a better word, yeah, like bettering themselves spiritually, financially, and you guys' roadmap. Let me share my screen and like open all of this stuff up. You talk about this journey, this journey towards enlightenment or attaining nirvana. So yeah, man. Honestly, just tell me about that a little bit. Tell me about that. Tell me about this whole attaining nirvana idea. Where did that come from?
So we come from like a Buddhist kind of country, and we are a project that kind of aims to spread the idea that seeking financial freedom should not be the only goal in life, because almost everyone thinks hitting financial goals are the only goals in life, but Buddhism teaches like kind of a different thing to it, and there are more things to life than money, and this is the idea that we kind of brought upon ourselves, and we kind of believe in it ourselves as well, and we call this philosophy true Wag Me, true Wag Me, true we're gonna make it. And a lot of people are kind of stuck trying to make it, but Club Nirvana is a project that aims to spread the idea that shouldn't be the only goal in life. Chasing financial freedom shouldn't be the only goal in life.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, yeah, you were gonna launch into the tokenomics a little bit. Tell the folks about tell the folks about the nitty gritty, man. Tell us like how many tokens, when, where, how. How's all of that?
So supply is gonna be 2,828 monks, 2828. And our mint price is going to be 0.8 Solana for whitelist and 1 Solana for public, which is about $50 to $55 at the current price of Solana. From the mint, we are going to use 70% of it to fund future businesses that I'll probably be talking in a bit, and marketing. 20% will be going to the team and 10% to charity. That's basically what we are, the tokenomics and the supply of all of it. Yeah.
Cool. I like that. I didn't know about that you guys were doing the charity thing as well. I had no idea. I must have missed that on the white paper or during my research. That's really cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, and I want to kind of tell this, this charity thing is not going to be like a one-time donation. We don't want to do that. We want to kind of be out there and kind of actually make things like a sustainable thing, where we kind of go out and give it to people who are actually in need. And it's not just going to be like a one-time donation to like a charity and like forget about it. No, we want to be there, and we will be kind of recording what we're going to do and like how these people's lives have changed because of it. Yeah, I think that's a very important thing that we're going to be doing as well.
That's amazing, man. That's really amazing. So it's like you're giving back to the community, and you're also kind of just giving back to the world, isn't it? Wholesomeness. It's really, really nice to see, man.
That's what our project is all about, bro.
That's it, dude. So the split was, you said 70% to future stuff, like marketing and future stuff, 10% to the team, and 10% to charity. That was the Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I had that right. Um, so you talked about other thing I wanted to kind of ask. You talked about the Buddhist background of the team. What about the kind of like the
Mhm.
work background of the team? Like what do you guys? What are the specializations, man? I wanna talk through the team a little bit. Like intro us to these guys, man. What do they do?
Yeah, so most of our team comes from a development background, including myself. So I'm a software engineer myself. So we're all about building things and helping the ecosystem in any way we can. But we also have a bit of philosophy in us, and we want to share this with the community. So that's why we actually chose monks as the artwork for this project, and it has been the inspiration and the foundation of this project. So we have 4 people in our team: myself and Etika, who's also here. I think he has about 7 8 years of experience in the industry as a software engineer. We have Sago, who's also reached the top of his career. He's a videographer and a creative designer who's worked with so many brands, and we have the artist, right? Who I mean, you don't judge the artist by anything. Just look at the art, and you'll see what he's all about.
Yeah, these
That's
look cool
basically
as hell, man. These look cool as hell. Honestly, really great work with the. It's very unique as well. Looks really interesting. Looks very unique and nice. Um, sweet. So it sounds like these guys have like a good mix of both, kind of like background and also passion, right? For what
Mhm.
you guys are. Sounds like there's a good mix of it. Honestly, dude, I've seen this is something that I kind of wanted to highlight to the community. Like too many people, not even people, too many projects, crash and burn nowadays. Because of and you and I have had these kinds of conversations, Rasne, even with the Cobra community. You've been on discussions and you've talked about mass adoption, where crypto is going and stuff, and I think you might also agree that too many projects crash and burn because they only want like a quick pump, right? And they don't really care about giving value back to the community and continuing to do that over time.
Mhm.
And with so it's kind of like a twofold question, like a two-parter, two-pronged question. Do you agree that that's like an issue? And also, let's talk about what this team and this project is doing to kind of mitigate that. Like, let's talk about the roadmap. Let's talk about the value that you're bringing and are going to continue to bring to the Club Nirvana community and hopefully to the Cobra community if we join you guys as well, man.
Yeah. So wait, could you bring back the roadmap? Yeah. So
This,
uh, let me. Uh, yeah. So you can go to the white paper as well. Uh,
sure.
I mean, we do have a roadmap, and right now, we are at the phase 1 of the roadmap, and we will be minting on tomorrow, the 18th of May, 4 p.m. UTC for whitelist and 8 p.m. for public. So I'll give you some information on what we're trying to build, right?
Okay.
If you go to the roadmap, you'll be able to see. Yeah. So first of all, we are building an education platform called Third Eye, right? Where we kind of aim to educate people who are, kind of new to this space and people who want to learn about new things in the space. So this will include things like research papers, interviews, podcasts, and videos. So we've actually released a beta version of this platform along with a couple of research reports. You can, I think, if you can go to the beta version, you'll see some of the research reports that we've released, and we'll continue to work on this platform and hopefully take it to the next level. And we kind of hope to monetize this platform in the future as well. And I'm sorry, what was the other question that you asked about? The whole Solana ecosystem and uh, those are the.
Well, like, I asked if you like. It was really just more about what value you're bringing to the community. You could talk about the
Mhm.
Solana ecosystem as well, bro. Because honestly, I don't know about Solana as much as I really should. Hopefully you guys do like a research paper on the Solana ecosystem, man. I would love to read that.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Why did you guys choose Solana? If I could ask, why was that the choice?
Uh, okay, so let me give a bit of a background on why we. First of all, why we are building the third eye, right? So that will kind of get us to where we, why we chose Solana. So we actually got into the Solana ecosystem a while back, and like we think it's super early. Like it's super early, right?
Mhm.
Like for example, the first NFT mint on Solana was only back in like August 2021, right? So it's not even been a year, right? And we think that it's only going to grow because it's the Solana ecosystem is kind of so easy to enter into, and it's not like Ethereum where you have to pay like $150 in gas fees to get an NFT,
Yeah.
right? While the NFT will itself will kind of put you back a couple of thousands of dollars, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the reason was the barrier to entry is kind of super low, and we kind of started this project in January, and the Solana ecosystem has changed so much since we started, and all I see is like positive growth on this. And yesterday, yeah. So for example, yesterday on Magic Inn, right, which is the biggest marketplace for Solana NFTs, did its all-time high volume for 24 hours, and another interesting thing is that on OpenSea, which is the biggest marketplace for Ethereum, had two Solana projects on their rank 1 and 2 trending by volume list.
Word.
So think about that. Yeah, it's still super early for Solana, and you know, if you told me that on OpenSea rank 1 and 2 was gonna be there on OpenSea a month ago, I would have called bullshit straight up. But that's the thing. It's amazing, and a lot of Ethereum users are kind of right now migrating to Solana NFTs. So that's why I think there's a lot of surge in the volume. As I said, like Magic Inn did like a all-time high yesterday, and right now the Solana community calls it the Solana summer, right?
Dude, I saw that on Twitter. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, and this is why we want to kind of educate people, because a lot of people will be joining this space, right, in the next coming few months, and there will be rapid growth, and we want to make sure that these new users kind of understand the uh, foundations and the fundamentals. That's what we're focusing on with the third eye, right? The
Yeah.
fundamentals and the foundations of what an NFT is, how it works, the history behind it, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think because it's really important to have a fundamental understanding of what you're getting into.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I think
Yeah,
for true mass adoption as well, which I think is kind of what you want as well. True proper DeFi mass adoption.
yeah, I think that's what everyone wants in this crypto space, right? And to help with that, I think layer one blockchains like Solana will be the key to this kind of mass adoption in crypto, because again the barrier to entry of these is like to get into Solana, it's super easy. It's not like you have to pay again like $150-$200 of gas fees just to like do a transaction, right?
Yeah.
And I see that Solana is kind of taking a web, as I see it, right, this is just my opinion, like taking a web 2.5 approach where they're kind of prioritizing getting people on board rather than
Yeah.
being totally web 3 from the start, because it's a lot of people out there, they have a hard time getting into crypto because they don't know or don't really care about all this tech stuff, and they just want to like they completely ignore it because it's hard for them to get in. So it's important to kind of get people on board first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of just going through all of this, and I saw the bread watch, and that just really threw. Thanks, bro. What is bread watch, bro? What is this?
Okay, so that's another tool that we're trying to build. So so the first thing is the education platform we call Third Eye, and this is the other tool that we're going to be building. So it's a mobile app, right, called the Breadwatch, which basically helps track Solana NFT collections, which is currently missing in the current market, right?
Okay.
This app will have features like tracking flow prices of your NFTs, uh, price alert, price alerts, notifications, automated trading, and some
Oh.
other exciting stuff. Like that I can't disclose right now, but I can tell you this, that I've been like we as a team have been in the NFT Solana NFT space for a while, and we kind of understand what's missing in it, right? And we want to kind of fill those holes that are missing so that we can make it easier for everyone that's involved in the space.
Wow.
And that's what we're trying to achieve with the Breadwatch. Yeah.
That's amazing, man. That's really really cool. That sounds like real proper. I love this. Like it's proper utility, man. Like even these, like we'll
Yeah,
get into
and
the
as
wax
you can,
later, but yeah, go
yeah,
ahead,
and,
go ahead.
and you can see the roadmap, right? Like it's phase one, phase two, phase three, and like you can see what's completed, what's ready, and what's in progress, and what's
Yeah,
not started yet. Yeah.
that's
Uh,
this is the other thing. What's the umbrella? Can we talk about a phase three rollout? So we'll talk about the Wag Me sessions as well in a minute. But what is the umbrella like? What does phase three look like with this umbrella thing?
Uh, yeah, it's okay. So it's gonna be something completely new, but honestly, we can't tell you what it's about because it's something completely new, right? So we don't wanna kind of get it out there. So,
Yeah,
but we've decided to name it Umbrella, and I think we really think that this would be a game changer for the space.
yeah.
So I'm super excited for that, but this will be kind of way down the line because we're focusing completely on the other two tools as of now, right? We're focusing
Okay.
on getting the main version of the third eye release uh, and getting Breadwatch out there. But this will be a very exciting thing. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Jeez, that's cool as hell. I was gonna ask. I see the metaverse, but I think can we talk about the DAO as well a little bit, bro? Can we talk about the DAO as well a little bit? Like, what it's Sanctuary DAO. What is kind of like what are you guys hoping to um like achieve with the DAO? What's the DAO mission?
Okay. So okay, I do want to tell one thing. So down the line, we want to what we're trying to achieve is kind of we want to monetize all these platforms, right? That we're trying to build, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of give back 70% of our profits back to the holders. That's where our utility stands. And
Mm-hmm.
by holding a monk, you kind of will also get access to these tools. And yeah, so we're creating a DAO as well, and you will get access to this DAO, which we call the Sanctuary DAO. And
Mm-hmm.
what we aim to achieve with this DAO is to kind of be more community driven, right? Where the community will have a say in what we do and what we don't with the project. And
Okay.
I think that's a very important step towards decentralization, right? Because uh, the community is a big aspect of any NFT project. Without the community, there is not going to be any project, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, big decisions will be put into a vote, and if you hold a monk, your voice will definitely be heard, right? So
Mm.
we kind of did this with the existing community that we have. So for example, we initially didn't want to implement staking, which is kind of basically locking your NFT, and for that you get rewarded with our token.
Okay.
But like based on the feedback we got from the community, right? They were asking to implement staking, and yeah, so we put a vote for it, right? And out of that vote, majority of the people kind of voted for staking. So guess what? we're implementing staking,
Amazing.
and yeah, and we will probably we will have a utility token, which is uh, yeah, it's a funny story. So uh, this utility token was also actually chosen through a community vote. So I think we had to choose from, I think it was Monk, uh, Karma or something, and Nirvana. And I think a lot of people, I think majority people chose Monk. So that's what we're gonna name our token.
So y'all, to get this right, you weren't going to implement staking, but the community voted to implement staking. So you changed the plan and implemented staking, and also asked for the community's advice on the naming, and then you followed what the community said. Right. Beautiful.
Exactly.
Tell me about that.
This.
More. Tell me about the Monk token a little bit more.
Okay, so as I think one of the reports that we released was about how NFT staking is kind of overhyped, and that's why we didn't want to go down that path. And kind of the main reason for that was because the tokenomics of most of these projects are kind of weak, right? And so we want to make sure that our token will be backed by a lot of utilities, but right now we're kind of still figuring it out because we want to have a strong foundation right before we release the token, and we want to kind of make sure that everything is perfect, because a lot of these projects, they try to release a token without any kind of utility and kind of airdrop it to like the holders, and the moment it's listed on a dex, it just gets dumped, and that's definitely what we don't want happening. So before we release our token, we want to be 100%. But it's definitely gonna be like backed by a lot of utilities that we're thinking of right now.
Okay, so that sounds amazing. But I do wanna bring it back to the DAO. I do want to talk about the DAO some more, bro. Could you tell me a little bit, because I feel like we deviated on the Monk thing. Could you tell me a little bit more about like DAO specific benefits for the community?
Okay, so if you go to our Discord right now, there will be kind of a part where it's like the sanctuary DAO, right? So it's kind of a sneak peek on what you kind of get with it's sanctuary DAO, right?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, exactly. So through our DAO, a lot of people will get access to whitelist giveaways, and we actually have a couple of alpha hunters who are actively looking for the best opportunities to collab with other projects and give our community whitelist spots allocations for their project. So essentially, our members, if you hold a Monk, will get access to other projects whitelist just because they're part of our community and hold a Monk, right? So we are already doing this currently, and we have a couple of whitelist spots opportunities every day that goes out in the Discord. And also with the DAO, we give out alpha calls, right, which is basically a call we put out to our community to get into the projects that we think is a good buy.
Okay.
So obviously you should always do your own research on this, and it's definitely not financial advice. but we actually did a couple of calls this past month, and two of the projects actually did a 10x within 2 days, and I think we're only getting started. If you go to the NFT alpha on our Sanctuary DAO, you'll see like
was it this one?
Wow. Yeah, that was one. That was one, and then if you scroll up further, you'll see. I think we called that around when the floor price was about 1, and it actually went up to like 9 or 10. Yeah.
Wow. In what span of time?
And 2 days, 3 days, and there was another one that was minting at about 0.1 Solana, and we thought it was a good buy, and it just 10x'd overnight.
No way, bro.
And we also we also give a lot of updates on like the current market. So if I think you've seen this, right? Like that's another thing where we are still fucking early. You can see the chart. It's Ethereum versus Solana, right? And we kind of give insights on what the market is and stuff like that. So that's definitely something that we'll focus on, because in this space, it's all about connections, right? and information, and it's moving so fast. And we want to pick out the best opportunities that our community can capitalize on. But yeah, it's all about connections, and like this thing is always on Twitter, where it's like one day in the Solana NFT space is like 1 month real life, because it's changing so fast. And yeah, another thing we are trying to do with DAO is, since we're into philosophy, right? We're also doing a thing where you know about this, where the holders
Oh yeah, are we going here?
attend exclusive discussions with various speakers to gain new perspective on life. And these discussions will be like Q&As and talks and stuff like that. So we've actually done a couple of these with you already, and another speaker as well. And yeah, we've been in contact with a couple of other people that will be coming in for these sessions in the future. But like we've been focusing right now on mostly the mint, because it's been a bit hectic there, and we want to focus. After the mint is done, we'll put our full 100% into the DAO and into the tools that we're building.
100%, man. See, what I like about that stuff as well, the Wag Me video sessions and all of this, it's real world utility too. Like, it's one thing to have a roadmap and talk about like, oh, we're gonna give you money down the line, hold the NFT and you'll benefit financially, but also, you say you will discover a new way of life. This will take you on a spiritual journey, and a chance to participate. This is what I like, the chance to participate in charity, the chance to, for those of you who are not aware, the Wag Me sessions, they're basically like DeFi philosophy, someness. Like one of the, what were the titles, bro? Wasn't one of them was like market conditions and mental health, yeah. So you see with the Terra Luna crash and stuff like that, people go through a lot of stuff, right? And with these guys,
for sure, man.
Yeah, you effectively get all of that that Wag Me, that spiritual backing, you get it, which I like, because it transcends crypto, it transcends all of that. It's like life stuff, man.
You want to have that mindset, where nothing can defeat you. That's the only way. And I mean, we did a lot of those things. I think you did too, and there was one. The first session was done by a lady, I think. Yeah.
Was it Tony Black?
Yeah,
I remember. No, they were really, really great, man. Honestly, I really want to keep those going. So Cobras, if y'all want to come and attend, you might take something away, man. I know a couple of the Cobras, some of our team members were there, some of our community were there at the last one. I'm sure they took something great away from it, and it seems like, it seems like a brilliant project overall, man. It really, really does. Like, just in general.
And I'm sure, dude, I'm sure that our community was like so grateful to have you, because I know the chats, right? They're always like, oh, when are we having the next session? Like, it's crazy. Literally loved you, man. Yeah.
Oh. That's sweet, man. That's sweet. Like I said before, when I opened this whole thing, man, I really like the community. Like, it seems like people, any project, man, like, this, you're a project founder, like, the key to success long term is making sure that the community is bought in, and making sure that the team is bought in as well. From everything you've told me, it seems like the team is capable, is bought in, and deeply invested and believes in this idea with a passion. And from what I saw of the community, bro, from the engagement, from the questions that were happening, people were talking about, well, what's like book recommendations, and people were putting their own book recommendation. It was just it was alive, and it felt like a bunch of people together on a journey. Like, it literally felt like I was on this spiritual journey with a bunch of people. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the DAO and stuff holds, man. I think I'm not a, this is not financial advice, so don't follow me, but I think I might actually invest in this project, man. This is quite good. This is quite good.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So yeah, I'm grateful to your community as well, man. Genuinely, massively.
Yeah, we've built a great community within few months, and there's so much more to Club Nirvana than what I just spoke about, and we're super excited for the future, man. And for more information about us, you can join our Discord, check out our website and the white paper and all that. And all the links are there on our Twitter, and I'm sure you or someone can post those up on the Discord of the Cobra as well.
Yeah, 100%. We can do. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
No, if anyone has any other questions or anything like that, you can feel free to ask me. My DMs are open. I'll be more than happy to answer anything, or even right now, anything at all.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the question is like, what made you base your project on Solana ecosystem?
Yeah, I think what I said was basically because there's so much to grow in Solana, right? Like, whereas Ethereum is already kind of at the mature stage. I wouldn't say mature, but like it's kind of also like the barrier to entry for most people in Ethereum is super hard because of the gas fees and all that. But also, like our whole team, like me, Eteka, Sago, we've been on the Solana ecosystem previously, so it was kind of easy for us to adapt there as well, because that's what we kind of understood, right? Rather than the Ethereum or any other blockchain, we understood Solana, and we were kind of early investors in Solana, so it was much easier for us to kind of get into the Solana ecosystem. Yeah.
Super. Thank you.
Groovy. Thanks for that, man. Any further questions, guys? Is there anything that you'd like to go over with Wag Me before?
Yeah, I got one. So the question would be, the token, will it be on Solana alone, or will it be like bridged over to like Binance, Smart Chain, and other places? And when launch?
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that was it. Do you know when the launch is as well?
Yeah. So what we're trying to focus right now is basically build the tools and then create utility for the token, right? That's what we're trying to build. That's what we're focusing on right now. So the token will be a Solana based token, and most of these tokens that are from NFT projects will most probably will be listed on a decentralized exchange such as based on Solana, such as Radium or Serum or something like that, where we kind of add liquidity to it. But what we're focusing on is kind of adding value to the token, because if the value doesn't hold up and there is no utility behind it, and people just get an airdrop, right, on like for doing nothing, it's just gonna get dumped and go to zero. We'll be focusing on kind of creating value first and then releasing the token. So after the mint, most probably within a couple of months, I would say, would be the launch. Yeah.
Yeah. That pretty much sums up that question.
Cool, man.
I do have other questions though. Like, I like a lot of like the concept of like you're able to get like these sessions with psychologists almost, and like you could even do like sessions with like other people besides psychology, just like trading psychology, and yeah, the artwork is really dope too. But I like that.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I think we'll be having a lot of these interviews and stuff where we'll be talking with a lot of people, and I think we want to kind of collab with kind of Cobras as well, because we're both kind of all about educating people, and we share that same vision, right? So yeah, hopefully we are. I would say right now we are more focused on kind of uh, foundational level stuff and fundamentals rather than going into a lot of technical stuff, because as I said before, there's going to be a lot of new people coming into Solana, and that's what we want to kind of focus on, because we want to kind of get them into the whole ecosystem first, and then later on I think we would focus more on technical stuff. Yeah. And yeah, trading psychology and all that, for sure, man.
Man, I could learn so much about the NFT marketplace from you guys. Magic Eden and all these nice places. Maybe we can do some 1020Xs and 100Xs together.
Dude, check out our NFT alpha group there. We called, like, I think the last 3 calls that we did. I mean, we don't do calls every day, because like you gotta be a bit patient with it. Patience is the key to life. But yeah, if you actually take a look at our Discord, you'll see, and yeah, people love that, man. And yeah, Solana is going crazy right now, because I don't know what's happening with Ethereum NFTs right now, because they're basically creating derivatives of Solana. For example, like Solana had a NFT project called OKBears, right? And Ethereum guys just created a thing called Not OKBears, and it's like pumping up like crazy. Like and that was a very the launch of OKBears was a very significant thing to the Solana ecosystem, and this probably happened like a month ago, or like less than that. Where I think the mint was about 1.5 or 2 Solana, and like the next day it went to 150 floor price.
Oh
right?
man.
And yeah, and right now it's sitting at about 240, I think, which is crazy. That just broke the entire, like, because back in the day before OKBears, right?
Yeah.
The market was basically like, okay, you buy it for 1, and then you could probably sell it for 5, right? But OKBears changed that narrative completely, where you can buy something for 1 Solana, and it would go to 150 the next day. So it's been a bullish time for Solana right now. I mean, specifically for NFTs. But yeah, crypto market is a bit bleeding a bit, but yeah, it's Solana summer, man.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get those pumps, man. Let's go.
The fact that you said that happened about a month ago, it just like opened my eyes, right, guys? Like, think about it. Solana was in the Super Bowl on an ad. Crypto is dipping. No FUD from Solana. You could purchase cheap NFTs. It's on OpenSea. Solana's definitely been a play that I've been like hesitant about, and I'd love to probably take my NFT journey with you. My first NFT ever, with you guys.
Thank you, man. Come on board.
Yeah, I need a little. We could probably do this in October today, or schedule it for like tomorrow. What time is your launch, and how much is You said 1.5 for the mint, right?
No, it's actually 1 Solana for the mint. So it's tomorrow, 18th of May, at 4 p.m. UTC is the whitelist allocation, and 8 p.m. UTC will be the public one, and the public one will be 1 Solana, yeah, which is about $50, yeah.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
Current market price.
And what is the supply?
Yeah, the supply is 2,828. 2828. That's.
Holy shit! Oh no! I need a whitelist. You guys ain't got you nah.
We just closed whitelist spots today, but I'll speak to Eteka and see what we can do, man, for the Cobras.
I want one as well, man. What the hell, man? Give us 100. What the hell?
Can we put a server in here for We need
Uh,
my server, Z.
We must take
Sorry,
some.
Ross gang. I apologize for this.
We must take some. We take some whitelistings.
Yeah,
What the hell?
my boy just whitelist too, bro.
We need that whitelist.
all right. I'll speak to Z and Dama after this call, after this AMA, and hopefully allocate some spots for you guys, man.
That's it.
It's only spots for the people that were nice to me this week.
Let's
That's
go.
it.
We need to
Yeah,
whitelist
you like
it.
the last video on the Cobra YouTube? Oh man, you're out of luck.
Ah, man. Awesome.
Dude, I'm excited. I think the NFTs themselves look really cool as well, man. Like, oh, sorry, who said that? Bro, people are already texting me. Oh, that's so funny.
So yesterday, I think I told this on OpenSea, 24 hours trending list. So OpenSea is basically like Ethereum, right? And a lot of it's still beta on Solana. So 24 hours trending list, rank 1 and 2 on Solana, man. Like that, those were 2 Solana projects. It's crazy. And Magic Eden, like I said yesterday, I think they did like 300,000 volume. So 24 hours, which is I think an all-time high for them as well. It's crazy. You guys should get into Solana Twitter, man. Like that shit going wild, bro.
Dude.
What's the
Dude, I
best way
tweeted.
to access that? Just look up Solana and then, or just follow influencers from Solana. What would be the best way?
Yeah, I think if you go to the Club Nirvana Twitter, a lot of people that we follow are basically kind of influencers and like good projects of Solana. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead, because a lot of people that we follow are basically people that are on top of Solana and also like one of the like most of the great projects on Solana. So you guys should definitely
Oh, I see you're following around.
if you guys want to get into like the Solana Twitter and all that, go ahead, follow those people, because that'll be a good entry for you guys if you want to get into Solana NFTs. Yeah.
I've
Awesome.
never been so hyped about Solana, man.
Dude, I swear, I called this hype. Let me show you something. I literally tweeted, if I remember correctly. Aha! Yes, Dharma called it. I tweeted Solana.
I just wonder if we'll have like a nice price for Solana tomorrow, like maybe $45. I'll be able to get like, you know, an extra one for every 10 I buy.
Also, guys, on our DAO, we will be like we give up. Like, so Solana space right now is mostly run on whitelist spots, right? So it's a very hard thing to kind of get into a public mint, because it's just so hard to get into because it's so hyped up, right? So through our DAO, we'll be giving a lot of whitelist spots to these blue chip projects. I think we're doing like a couple of these every day, and yeah, like for example, we gave away a whitelist spot for Suteki, I think, which is like crazy hype, man. And you guys have a chance to win those kind of spots, because that's what we're gonna do for our DAO, man.
Bro, quick question on the whitelist. If we get a whitelist, how many can we buy?
I think so it's two NFTs per wallet
Okay, awesome.
on a
awesome.
whitelist,
Thank you.
yeah.
Amazing. Oh boy, looks like we're gonna have some sales tomorrow, bro. Oh.
Awesome. We'll conclude the seminar now. It's been really intrusive to understand your project, man. You've done a really good job with your crowd, with your Discord, with your Twitter, and we at Cobras wish you the best of success tomorrow, man. And as I said, get us those whitelist spots, man. I'm getting DM'd right now, left, right, center.
Thank you,
Russ,
bro. Thank
chat.
you. And yeah, sure. And I would love to talk a bit like about Solana, NFTs, and all that one day for sure on your Discord as well, man.
Oh, dude,
Like,
we'll make the
hopefully
Nirvana
we
corner,
can do
man.
something like that.
We'll create the Nirvana
This was
Solana
the
corner.
next thing. This is the thing I wanted to talk about, bro. We should. I really like the fact that both of our communities are so focused on the same things, and we care about education and bringing value to things and all of that. So I want to keep. I don't want it to just be me doing Wag Me sessions. I'd like to keep the collaboration going into the future. You know, Crypto Cobras.
100%, man. 100%
Yeah.
agree on that. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're on board, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. Future is exciting, man. Very exciting.